Hello student, I Mrs. Faraz Sheikh taking up 10th standard English. Today we will be discussing the textual question of chapter number 1 where the mind is without fear. When we are discussing it out, I expect everybody to mark out the answer in the textbook itself. You do not need to maintain any notebook for this. As we are discussing, you will be also noticing there are many application based questions. Now those application based questions, I have put my answer in that. You not need to put the same answer, but you can modify the answer in your own words and you can write it down. So let's begin. Let us do the textual question which is there behind the textbook of the first poem where the mind is without fear. That's the first one. In your notebook, write down the line from the poem as a proof for the following. The first one. Tagore wishes for a nation where people are truthful. So you have to pick up the line from the poem which are proof or which means this. So the line which expresses this words are where the words come out from the depth of truth. The second one. The poet would like everyone to work hard to reach their goal and in a long run to reach perfection. So the line which expresses is where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. The third one. The poet wishes that everyone in the country holds his head high in dignity. So the line which expresses this words are where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. The poem dreams of a nation where knowledge should be free to all. So the line which says is where knowledge is free. The poem is a prayer. So the line which says where the mind is led forward by thee into the heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. Okay, so that means you have to match the line along with its meaning, that is match the expression with their meaning. So the first one, the head is held high, so the answer is C, a person with self-respect and proud of possessing it. Next, narrow domestic wall, so the answer is D, narrow-mindedness. Next, knowledge is free, so the answer is E, education is given to all, so it's E. Fourth, depth of truth. So answer is B, sincerity of heart. Mind is without fear. Answer is a fearless person. A. Stretches its arms. So the answer is H, aim at perfection. Clear stream of reason. So the answer is G, clear thinking. Dead habits. Answer is F, dried infertility land of sand. Ever widening thought and action. So the answer is I, broadening the outlook and attitude. Question number 3A, answer the following question in your own words. So you have to give it in your own word. That means you have to give the interpretation of the poem. You don't have to take the exact word from the poem, but you have to explain it in your own word. So the first one, how is the world broken into fragments? So the world is broken into fragments by the division on the basis of religion, caste, class, race and color in societies all over the world. Next, explain what the tireless striving should be for. So, tireless striving should be to attain one's goal as well as to achieve perfection. Where come out from the depth of truth? Explain in your own words. So, here it means when people speaking truthfully and with complete sincerity of heart. Next, who is thee in the poem? What does the poem appeal to thee to do? Okay, so who is thee? Thee is God. The poet wishes God to awaken his country into heaven of freedom where the people are all truly free and total freedom of good thoughts, good words, and good action exist. Next, what qualities does the poet wishes to inculcate in his countrymen? So the qualities which he wants, that is truthfulness, dignity, wisdom, sincerity of heart, then open-mindedness, clear thinking, hard work, broad outlook. So these are the qualities which he wants that his countrymen should inculcate. Let us do the next question. Write in your notebook your own response and justify your need. The first one, is the poem a prayer for India alone? So the poem is a prayer for India alone? No, but it is also relevant for countries all over the world. The next question, what should the word we speak reflect? So we speak means it reflects our sincerity and truthfulness. Next, what should keep on widening? How can it be done? So the people should keep on widening their attitude and outlook. This can be done by getting rid of prejudices, traveling to different places, and through education. Next, from what darkness of night should our nation awaken? So our nation should awaken from the darkness of prejudices, division of society, old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful, imparting of knowledge to selected people, insincerity, untruthfulness, fear, and lack of respect. Next, what attributes of Rabindranath Tagore does the poem Prayer reflect? So the poem reflects Rabindranath Tagore patriotism and love for his country, his clear thinking, his broad outlook, his scientific outlook, and his emphasis on hard work. Last question, what effect does the repetition of the word where at the beginning of the line each? So the use of the word where at the beginning of each of the line creates emphasis on the fact that the poet is describing an ideal country. It creates a continuity of thought and link each of the factor that the poet describes into the whole idea of a heavenly country. Let us do question number 4. Read the poem carefully and complete the table after discussion in pairs. One is done for us. Okay, concept in the poem. This is the present situation and expected ideal situation according to the poet. So mind, first one is already done. Mind is full of fear, and expected or an ideal situation is fearless mind. Second one, head is head. So the present situation is head is put low. Expected situation is head is held high. Knowledge is not available to all. It is limited to certain people. Then expected situation is knowledge is free. Then word, not truthful, and your words are truthful. Habits, dead habits. Present situation, dead habits. Ideal situation is logical thinking. Thought and action, narrow-mindedness, and expected situation is broad-mindedness. Next, question number 5a, complete the following sentences using your own interpretation. Interpretation means what do you understand? The first one, when the mind is without fear and the head unbowed, we enjoy through freedom. Next, when knowledge is free, every citizen enjoy the right to education and progress. Next, we can prevent dash injustice. So we can prevent social injustice when we pull down discriminatory walls of caste, class, religion, etc. Next, constant effort and strive leads to dash. Strive means struggle. Leads to perfection. E. Logical thinking and reasoning can put a stop to dash. Can put a stop to superstition. The last one, F. Tagore appeals to God to make his country a dash. Make a country a heaven of freedom. Question number 5b. fill in the blanks. Students should keep themselves aloof from dash, should keep themselves aloof from bad habits. It can be old harmful traditions, anything. Aloof means you have to keep you away. B, when dash everyone will be literate, when knowledge is free. Next, it is a social duty of every student of modern world to uproot dash from society. To uproot means to destroy narrow-mindedness, to destroy old customs, harmful customs. D, student must develop dash outlook and attitude. So student must develop scientific outlook and attitude. Student must develop broad outlook and attitude. So here you have to pick up the words of your own and you have to write it down. Next, in the world of psychophancy means buttering some work. Student must dash. So student must have self-respect. Student must be sincere. Next question, find out the example of metaphor from the poem. So the metaphor in the poem are line number 4, 8, 11, 7. So they are clear stream of reason, dairy, desert, sand of dead habits. Then 11th line is into the heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. Then where the clear stream of a reason. Then also one more, by narrow domestic walls. So these are some of the example of metaphor. Question number 7 is writing skill. Okay, question number 8 is appreciation of the poem, which we have already done in our video. So with this, our entire English workshop is over.